Welcome to Staff Chat. Eric is out of town with family, so we brought the Nate Brown on.
The
special guest.
Because he's going to be leaving soon, and we figured we'd have him as a special guest, and we might even answer some of his own questions.
That's true.
Hopefully he knows the answer to his own question.
I don't.
Oh, man. So, Nate, you're moving soon, right?
Yep.
Yeah, where are you going?
Yep, couple weeks. So I actually took a job. I'm going to be a grad assistant at Geneva College, which is like 40 minutes from Pittsburgh. It's in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be working with undergrad students, hopefully involved in like some Bible courses and some ministry courses, and then also work with high schoolers in like some high school ministry. And so I'm excited for that.
Sweet.
It's a big move, but it's a cool move. Cool for me.
Yeah, the landscape is a lot nicer over there for camping and
the town of Beaver Falls. It's actually funny. It's like it's built on like the side of like a river canyon. I want to say it's not like a massive canyon, but it's like a river. I want to say river valley, but there are bluffs on each side, and so. But it's a cool area, and it's funny. It's Beaver Falls in Beaver County on the Beaver River. A short drive from Beaver, Pennsylvania. So
and the weird thing is Pennsylvania doesn't have beavers.
Yeah, they're probably not living in that area. They were all probably killed off. So.
For every beaver killed, we named something after it. This is the beaver house.
Yep.
This is my beaver car.
At one time, beavers were thriving, let me tell you. And then we killed them.
This is the Beaver General Store.
I'll bet there is a general store in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
I bet there is.
That's probably true.
Who knows?
Beaver. Who knows? John was so certain, and it's like, who knows?
Yeah.
I'll just stop talking.
We could pull up Google Maps. Second time I've shot fires at John 2 episodes in a row. Oh gosh. Okay. Good. Do we want to have Nate ceremoniously grab the first question?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, and I think he should just make it up. Like, it doesn't matter what the paper says. He just makes up a random question.
I like that idea.
I like it. Is there a method?
Or you just kind of dip it
in,
mix it
if
around,
you want to be
grab one?
Your own unique personality, then you can. If you want to be Alex, you take it and like put it under the table and shake it so nobody sees what you're doing. If you want to be the anti-Alex, you hold it above your head because she can't do that.
That's right. I remember Eric saying that.
We don't know. We just kind of do it.
Or you could just throw the bowl and it breaks. I don't know.
I'm going to know.
What was that?
It was magic.
Magic.
All right, you ready? I'm going to
curse the bowl.
Have you ever chased down an ice cream truck as an adult?
Absolutely.
I was going to say as a child, but it's as an adult.
Oh, no.
Have you ever done that as an adult?
Heck yeah, dude.
I don't know that I've chased one down.
Know.
Maybe for my kids. But
I've never. I really didn't do that as a kid though either.
Oh no, I for sure did it as a kid.
If I heard it, I would just
ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Come back, take my money.
Dad, do you have any cash? Mom, do you have cash? Mom, you get.
I really didn't though.
I don't think I've ever had ice cream from an ice cream truck.
Really?
What? I've had tacos from a taco truck.
Oh yeah, we just did that the other day.
Oh yeah.
That was
well,
awesome.
I do have one.
That's a trend
I guess there
was a good trend.
The only time I can remember that I was gonna get ice cream from an ice cream truck, it was like it was going on, playing the music, and it was coming around the block. So I was just sitting patiently on the curb with my neighbor friend, and.
I don't know where this is going.
I'm really nervous right now.
This is going so good.
And so, like, as kids, we you just had your change or whatever, and you collected your change, or at least we did. We collected our change, and we were sitting there with our change, and this girl had, like, a nickel, and she was, like, chewing on it and, like, hanging out with it.
Naturally.
Just, like, having stuff in her mouth. And, like, the ice cream truck's coming, and then next thing I know, she's like, and I was like, what? She swallowed the coin. Well, like me being in first grade, I proceeded to follow with a story that I heard about somebody swallowing a coin. That was my cousin. And so I told her that my cousin once swallowed a nickel. but it got lodged in his throat, and he had to go get surgery. But he didn't know it was lodged, so it was like there for a day and a half. But he was this weird feeling, and then like next thing I know, she was just like, like crying, like just took off running, and I was like, and then the ice cream truck came. I got my ice cream, and I went back to my house, and
never saw her again.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that poor
She
little
passed
girl.
away that night.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow.
I don't know if she was sad because she realized she was a nickel short of what she wanted,
I mean, that might be
Or you
true.
traumatized
Or
her.
I
and said,
traumatized
my
her
cousin
to the
almost
point
died
that-
from doing what
Either
you
one
just
is
did.
possible.
One of my favorite things from ice cream trucks are the like character.
ice
creams.
Yeah, for
like the
sure.
SpongeBob's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they
Like
have like
Ninja
bubble gum
Turtles.
in his eyeballs
Ninja
and stuff like
Turtles.
that. Yeah.
Or like a good old
Yeah.
like cone.
So I grew up with ice cream trucks, and then I became an adult, and I never saw them. But like you always remember an ice cream truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we moved to Japan, and we're living in our house. We're away from the military base, and all of a sudden I hear music playing. Like there's obviously a vehicle driving around playing music. And I get the kids together and get them all excited. Like the ice cream truck's coming. We're going to go get ice cream from this ice cream truck. It was the trash truck.
What?
The trash truck in Japan drives around playing music,
Plays
so you
music.
know to get your trash out. So
That's
you
funny.
don't miss the trash truck.
Genius. Number
Honestly,
one.
I
Number two,
wish that
hilarious.
happened here.
That's really disappointing though.
Well, when you're thinking it's ice
When you
cream
think
and
it's
it's a
ice cream,
garbage man.
And
a
you
sad,
get
sad
and you round up
story.
all your kids.
Yeah,
and
like,
you're
oh,
like,
we're gonna do
we're
this.
gonna get some ice cream.
You're like, never mind.
gosh,
Let's go to the
no
gas
kidding.
station to get some ice cream because that did not work.
Man,
So,
I needed that Monday morning, dude.
yeah.
I forgot to get my trash out.
At
missed-
my house, I feel like they come at like 11 a.m.
Oh no, they're like
When
it's
I
early
set it
for
up,
me.
they told me put it out Sunday night because they'll probably come to your house at like 6 in the morning.
Really?
So I put it out Sunday night, and all my neighbors do too. So it's a good reminder.
I mean, I do too, but like
I need to.
mine comes at like 11. But the weird thing is we do recycling through them as well, and they come at like 6:30.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you don't have it out there, you're screwed because you're
Yeah.
gonna miss it.
That's funny.
I hate that recycling's every other week because my can is overflowing, and then I'm pretty sure we missed it last week. Gretchen tells me that it's this week, but I think it was last week.
It
and
is
it's-
this week.
Okay, good. Then I didn't miss it.
You want to
So
know how
thank
I know?
you,
Because
Flowers.
this is the week that we changed the litter.
Okay. We always change the kitty litter
week,
recycling
litter
week.
week is the same week as recycling week.
Oh, that's funny.
Right, I'm
Litter
gonna have
week
to come
is
up with my
the-
way to memorize that. So I got a bunch of kitty litter on the floor of my garage.
You
from
can just
that oil
text me and
spill.
ask
Yeah.
if my cats need their litter changed.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask. I'm
Hey,
not
are
gonna
you
be like,
changing your
hey, is
cat's litter this
recycling
week?"
going out this week?
Did your cats get their litter changed Sunday? Oh yeah, sure.
Not this week.
Oh, whoa! He's got to throw it.
Oh,
Has
That's
anybody
okay.
hook shot?
You can.
Hook
I
shot
mean,
yet?
yeah.
We've tried the hook shot.
You
but
do.
it was
You gotta hit
hard
the
to
lamp.
work.
What about like
You've tried the hook
the
shot?
no look? Eric
the
tried the no
second
look.
base double play?
Oh,
man,
that
that
was
was
close.
That was-
Why did I not play baseball professionally?
That's a good question.
I don't really. I don't
Because
really.
I'm bad.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really know.
That's why.
That's right. Okay, this is a big one. Here we go.
This is a big one.
They're big words.
If you could visit anywhere, but for only 5 minutes, and you could never return. Wait, what? Where would you go and why? Oh, never return back to that place. Okay, that makes more sense.
so I feel like it has to be someplace you don't actually want to
Oh,
go.
and it's also by Adam Coop.
Ooh,
Thank you for this,
Okay.
Adam.
some personal
Yeah.
questions.
So if you could visit anywhere, but only for 5 minutes, and you could never return back to that place, where would you go and why?
Oh yeah.
The top of the St. Louis Arch, so that I never have to go back.
Accurate.
Wait. Like inside of it
Or,
or
like,
on
on
top
top?
of it?
Oh, for real? I would do on top if that were a possibility.
Well,
but-
okay,
I mean,
so
you
in,
can go
in my
anywhere.
mind, if I'm going anywhere for only 5 minutes, I imagine I'm teleporting there.
okay, yeah,
You
I
know?
like that.
So if
far.
I'm teleporting somewhere, I also have the means to be protected. So I'd go like inside a volcano or something.
5 minutes
I
inside a
don't know if you have
volcano,
the
you're
means
dead.
to be protected though.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like Mars,
Why
but then you
not?
suffocate.
Yeah.
Mars
Hold your breath for
via spaceship.
Dude, practice holding your breath for 5 minutes.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Dude, deep sea divers do that all the time.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, you don't hold your breath when you scuba diving.
No, like the competition, like free diving.
Oh, free diving. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, free diving's different.
But they do it.
Yeah.
They do it. and they usually black out when they hit the surface, but it's cool. They're like, they come up out of the water.
It's awesome to watch.
That's Cameron's
Like, they have to
theory.
hold on
Like,
to the rope. If they lose it, they lose. And so, like, there's dudes, like, they're holding on the rope, and they're, like,
Cameron's dream is volcano.
like
diving.
bobbling back and forth.
Cameron watches
Blacks
the
out what
most
he's done.
unique
Obscure
stuff
things, yeah.
on the planet.
I do.
Like,
It's-
I've watched like freediving before, freediving competitions and stuff, and I watch guys who will freedive and like spearfish.
Yeah.
But I've never watched
too.
like people pass out because they're
Yeah, dude. Singapore.
Yeah, that's really intense.
What
in
about
Singapore. Wow.
Yeah,
What
that's like
about,
where
like,
it like originated.
Everest?
That'd be cool too.
Like 5 minutes on top of
I was
Everest.
thinking
You
that
could do that.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm still
But
going.
I would want to go, like, if I were able to summit Everest, I would want to go back.
Yeah.
Like, that,
Or
to
you
me,
may wanna
that's the
summit somewhere
kicker.
else.
Well, but
Or-
okay, you're able to summit it by teleporting there. You're not
Right.
able to summit it by. There's
But-
no way I could.
Also, though, it didn't say teleport, right? It said if you could visit.
Yeah.
anywhere.
Okay, I was gonna say I wouldn't want to go
But only
to
for 5
the summit of
minutes.
Mount Everest unless I climbed it.
Yeah. I could get behind that.
How would that work though? Like, how would you go about visiting somewhere for only 5 minutes?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You
I
have
mean,
to teleport.
I think that might be all
It
you
has
have
to
if
be.
you summit Mount
It
Everest.
has to
Like,
be like a
Yeah.
teleport. Pshoom. I'm here for 5 minutes.
That's what I was thinking.
Pshoom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Does it really make that noise when you teleport?
Yes.
There's got to be a
John is
warm-up. There's a-
always at me, man. It's always John. You're saying you're shooting five. All I do is get shots from this guy, man.
Actually,
That
when
was a legitimate question. I don't know if
'cause
that's
he-
what
I don't know. No one knows what teleport noises
Hey,
are.
John,
but you
John's
can,
new. He's got to be aggressive.
You can, he's got to assert his dominance.
I'm
He's
marking
just
my
peeing
territory.
everywhere. Yeah, he's just peeing on everything right
Okay,
now.
I said marking
I'm
territory.
just covered
You're
in
with
pee.
me.
I'm just over here, just.
You're the fire
this is
hydrant
just
in this
took a dark
scenario.
That should have been the question. What sound does a teleporter make?
Yeah,
Yeah, new question.
If it doesn't make the Star Trek noise, then
I feel like it has to be something like that, you know.
or like the TARDIS.
Or maybe it's no noise. It's
I
just
feel like in Jumper,
yeah.
in Jumper, it doesn't make that noise.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it is kind of like a swoosh noise.
yeah, it's
It
like
is,
a.
yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That was
you're
good.
right.
That was good.
You're
like
right.
a suction
Yeah.
sound,
Like you're like getting sucked into
Yeah.
for sure.
a wormhole.
I don't know.
Something.
I'd probably visit like some kind of either space or like a
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
One of the
International
wonder-
Space Station.
like Wonders of the World.
Yeah.
But see, I'd want to go back. It's that the
Would you?
like if I could, I would want to.
Yeah.
Like the
that's fair.
St. Louis Arch, like
That's why-
it's cool, but I don't ever want to go back.
I wonder if there would be like a sentimental experience more that the question was referring to, like a
Oh.
like if you went. That's what I actually.
You want me to
assumed
call
it was.
Adam?
Hey,
Yeah,
we
what-
need to.
what was the intent
specify-
behind your
Yeah,
question?
we need
Hey,
to
Adam, you're
specify
on Snapchat
story
right now.
Are we teleporting or not teleporting? We're having
pro- we're having
Listen,
problems.
Also, is it time travel or not time
Do we
travel?
have undefeatable protection? Because I
wanna
want
go in a
I want to
theoretically
go inside a
volcano.
volcano.
I want to go into the Earth's crust.
like that one movie where they go down.
I want to go float through the Earth's crust lava. The magma. I just want to float on top of it.
I mean, yeah. I would do that for 5 minutes.
Or what's the movie? 5 minutes you can't go back. What's the movie where they go into like a human body in like a submarine basically or something like that? They get shrunk down. It's like a really old
Magic
one,
School
isn't it?
Bus.
Yeah, for real, Magic School Bus.
Really?
That's a
I
TV
don't think
show.
I watched
though.
that as a kid. No, there's like a
You
like
didn't watch
old,
Magic School Bus?
No, not really. I don't think. There's like an old movie like
I don't know.
Where they shrink.
bad special effects where they like go
The
into another
submarine
human.
shrinks down and they go into another
I think
human?
so.
Yeah, it's for real.
Honey, I
Magic
Shrunk the
School Bus.
Kids?
No,
Don't they do that in Honey, I Shrunk the
Did
Kids?
they go in the
No, but-
person?
In the second one, I thought.
Oh,
Maybe I'm wrong.
I feel like
In
if
one
I
of the
Maybe I'm
Honey, I
wrong.
Shrunk
Maybe
the
I'm thinking
Kids, I felt
something
like
else.
it was one of those.
I don't remember.
But for sure, Magic School Bus.
Yeah,
Sure,
that was the premise of an episode.
Sure.
Most definitely.
I don't know that.
I think
movie,
they were
though.
investigating like a sneeze or something.
Adam's going to get it, though.
Yeah. This, Google
Fantastic Voyage.
oh, that's the name of it.
Yep, made in 1966.
Yeah,
It's
that
an
makes
American
sense to me.
sci-fi flick.
Yeah.
The film is about a
76.
submarine crew who are shrunk
Mm-hmm.
to microscopic size and venture into the body of an injured scientist to repair damage to his brain.
Yep, that sounds familiar. Watching that on like maybe it was like AMC or something
That sounds
when I was a
painful to
kid.
watch.
Back when they actually played old movies.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Now
go.
they just play The Walking Dead. Did he get
That was
it?
the top.
That's
I'm
close.
just saying.
That was close.
That looked pretty
That was,
close.
I mean, yeah.
If
I'm
he
just
got
saying.
it from there as well, then
I
we have to
wish
come
I
up
would
with
have
a new
hit that.
game.
He's just beaming it. This is,
Yeah. So
what do you want me to do?
Can I get a repeat on that?
Yeah, can we get playback?
I felt like Don Vito.
I'm trying to lob it, and you're just like,
Yeah, there's no finesse. You need a little more finesse.
all right, guys.
No, I can't say anything though. You've hit it at least like one and maybe twice now.
1.5.
1.5 times. So good job.
Honestly, though, I don't know. Okay, going back to the film, I don't know if you hit it.
Oh, dude, I hit it smack dab.
Because I'm pretty sure.
I did not see the paper on the lens though. But I think you hit the front. Like I think you might have hit the front, like the.
He's
the
saying you
plastic
got
part.
rim, but not lens.
I don't know, but I'm just saying I didn't. There was no paper hitting the lens. I went and
taking your
watched
win
it.
I feel
away.
like
This is messed
next
up.
week we
reviewed
need
it.
to put a backboard
Yeah.
on it.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, actually.
Okay. Which holiday would you erase altogether from our calendars if given the opportunity?
Oh no. Be careful.
Valentine's Day.
I was about to say
I hate
that.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Incorrectly celebrated.
Rim.
It was.
He's going to say that every time. It doesn't matter. It's just rim.
I can get behind that, but I want to think further.
I don't really know what other holidays there are.
I feel like somebody would say like, "What's the? Is it Arbor?"
Arbor Day.
But like that's
That's
important.
not a holiday.
That's not really. You don't get off work for it.
But it's still important.
That's true. I like Arbor Day. I
Trees
plant
are
trees on
good.
Arbor Day.
You don't get off work for Valentine's Day either, though.
That's true.
Yeah. So I don't know
You
what you
should.
guys
So are we
are
talking about off work holidays?
Off work holidays or
Great. Who wrote this one?
The day after
This is
Thanksgiving.
random.
Oh.
call them up.
A
Authorial
holiday? A holiday. A holiday.
What about President's Day? Like, can we just go back to celebrating the individual birthdays of presidents instead of lumping them all together as one?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
You
reasons
get
to celebrate.
what? 40? How many presidents have there been?
40. Well, different presidents or presidencies.
The president total.
We're on
like
45 right
40.
now.
Yeah, I was like 40.
But that's not 45 presidents
So-
because, like, 2 terms on Clinton, Bush, Obama.
Is that how
the
they
first
count it,
Bush
though?
only. Yeah.
Do you get 2 birthdays if you get 2 terms?
Yeah, there you go. Like, you get your birthday and your anniversary, and the whole country celebrates.
It's a competition. They're like,
Okay, so
Does that count for
major
Japan does it for their emperors.
do they?
Yep.
Major
Every
U.S.
emperor's birthday
holidays
becomes
are
a federal holiday.
New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Okay, if we have to choose from one of those, I think it would be Labor Day.
Okay.
I don't even really know.
I think that's a union holiday.
I'm sure it probably is.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
all
hey,
the other ones, I
You've
know
been
what they
working
are.
so
Yeah, yeah.
hard. Take the day off.
Sure.
Well, they were like,
like that,
what
though.
month does not have a day off holiday? Let's make one.
September.
I'm gonna say
Probably so,
Independence.
What?
I mean,
Well,
You just
hear
want to
me
get
out.
peed on right now, don't
just
you?
wanna-
Hear me out, though.
Thanksgiving.
Hear me out.
I was thinking.
I feel
Thanksgiving.
like the holiday of independence, right?
It's just
the 4th
treason.
of July. No.
I kind of like that
Silly
aspect
Brit.
of it.
Which I think America does this a lot in general. It goes from a celebration to let's go to the lake and get drunk.
That's every holiday
I was gonna say,
from,
you said about
from
every
May to
holiday.
September.
I just I just said I understand.
Cameron's going to be like, let's get rid
Americans
of
do this.
summer because people like to go to the lakes.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't want to pick the same thing as you guys. So I'm picking something different. I'm going Independence because we
When
don't
are we gonna shoot our
actually
fireworks?
celebrate our
Accurate
independence.
question.
We just drink beer.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
lose the reverence of the holiday.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, we've lost reverence for Christmas.
Oh, we've
Yeah.
lost
Oh, yeah.
reverence on
Easter.
everything.
So are you going to get rid
and
of
for
Christmas?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. No. Presents are cool.
I mean, to be real though,
So to make 4th of July better, we need presents.
I mean, if we want to talk about it, Thanksgiving shouldn't be there
That's also yeah.
because you
that's-
know.
In our current culture, you are correct.
Yeah.
I mean, in our
In
Yeah.
all culture.
yeah.
But hey, can we go back for a second?
Valentine's
I think
Day.
we should. I'm
Agreed.
gonna start a petition. We should change presidents to emperors because that sounds awesome.
Except
That's a
we don't have
completely-
emperors.
That's a
But we
completely different
can.
animal.
No,
we just
can't.
take away president and we replace it with emperor.
Yeah.
and we
And we become
we recreate the scene from Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah.
where- As one galactic empire.
But that's a cool name though.
I mean, yeah, emperor is pretty cool.
It is.
But it also has a different connotation
bad
than
implication.
president
Oh
does.
yeah, no, I'm not arguing that.
Oh, in Japan they love their emperor,
Yeah.
but he's a figurehead. The prime minister
Yeah.
does everything.
yeah.
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 I mean, it's like the queen in England.
Yeah,
She's
right.
just a figurehead. Would you become a professional bank robber if you knew you would never get caught?
Yes.
Yes.
That's so easy. Right?
I
You know,
guess.
Jesus forgives us of our sins.
Yeah, okay. Should I just go on sinning
I
so
was
that
gonna
grace
say,
abounds?
morally, I can't say yes. Maybe if you give the money back, it would be a fun
So,
profession.
like the movie End Time.
Wait.
It'd be like Robin Hood. You just
Here.
give it to the poor.
Right, here's the thing. We rob the places, but we also tithe.
That doesn't make it better.
Right? Right?
makes it way
Am I
worse.
right? Am I right, guys?
That fully, yeah.
You rob $1 million, you tithe your 10%.
That fully makes it okay.
Yeah.
you could.
I think
what
God,
you could do.
he would, you know.
You can't get
I
out wherever
can't
that
even
was
finish
going.
that sentence,
Wherever that was going
actually.
is not a good place. No,
I'm
you
taking it too
could
far.
return the money when you're done, but be doing the bank a service and show them how someone else could rob it. And then
Oh.
charge a consulting fee when you're finished.
That's good.
But they don't
you
ask.
Say the consulting fee.
Hey guys,
is
I robbed your
optional.
bank.
It says you
You'll
won't
never get caught, so you can rob a bank.
Here's
every
your
day,
money
so-
back, but you owe me money because I showed you that you have security
Say
flaws.
That's
We're
true.
taking donations.
Or
you
or
bring it back with a
consulting
tip
fees.
jar.
what you could do is you could steal the money and then you put it into a high interest account for like 10 years and then you give it back to the bank and then you take the interest.
Ooh.
So you borrowed it for 10 years.
Yeah.
To get-
Still
Without-
sounds like
without
stealing
permission.
because they would have made the interest.
No, they would have got
They
their
would've
money.
been-
I mean, they're insured. They got their money back. So now you're making
But you
them
know
make
what? Most
money.
people are insured on their cars too. So if you want one, just take it. They're insured.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen the
You're
movie?
catching on now.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
movie End Time? Justin Timberlake. The global currency is time. You stop aging at the age 20,
Yes.
25, but
It's a
then
really
you
good
have
movie.
like 1 year of time left, and you got to earn more time.
It's a great movie,
But,
actually.
like the whole, it is a great movie.
It is a great movie.
But by the end, they're out like robbing all the time banks and stealing all the time and giving it to the poor. I mean, that's their Robin Hood.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And like the
crazy.
snooty people have all the time in the world, and
Yeah,
Really?
they're just living up
it's a
their
great,
life.
great
it's
movie.
it's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
yeah. But
I
no,
forgot
I'm not
about
robbing
that movie.
banks.
Why do we keep talking about movies? We're going to have movie
Dude,
nights.
I'd love movies.
I love movies too.
I know John said he didn't love movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John
yes,
doesn't
that's what
love-
I said. I said I don't love movies. Thank you.
End quote.
Rim, rim,
Rim.
rim. I hit the rim. Like the
Don't
technique,
love
but it hit the
movies.
rim.
I like the technique, but
Well, I just pulled a Cameron.
Yeah, that's what I
Adam's
did.
gonna have to freeze frame it to check.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna come back next
Check
week and
every
say, "Well, I
single
didn't see it
frame."
actually hit the glass."
I didn't actually see it hit the glass, so therefore it didn't. No evidence. Picture
I
it
mean,
didn't happen.
if that didn't look like it hit the glass, then that proves that Cameron did hit the glass and I just can't see it.
Okay,
That's true.
so if you come back next week and you're
Yes.
like, "You for sure hit it," then we know Cameron did not.
Yes.
That's true. I was gonna say technically it doesn't prove
Yeah.
that he didn't hit it.
Right.
Oh, most definitely does.
Does
it just gives strong indication
Right, yeah.
towards that.
Yeah.
I feel like
feel
the
like this
burden
is
of
still
proof
a-
has been met.
This is still a hypothesis. It's
Yeah,
you know, it hasn't
it's a
been
theory
proved.
until
Yeah.
Or
Or is
a better theory comes along. It could be a hypothesis.
Is it hypothesis theory law?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Really, laws can be overturned as well
that's true.
Technically, yeah.
if a
So-
wide body of evidence.
So who's got the burden of proof here? Because I feel like Adam was like, "No, you didn't do it," and Cameron's like, "Yes, I did.
But you said yes, I did
Well,
though too.
I did, but I take it back."
I
now."
mean,
What?
It would
but
go
even
to,
on the live video, even
would
on the
go
live
to
video, I
Adam.
thought you hit it.
Yeah.
it would go to
so-
Adam until a better hypothesis or a better theory came along.
Right.
So
I'm
have
just
to have a body of
I'm
evidence
saying,
supporting
'cause,
your theory.
I mean, if you
Right.
watch my face, like I'm like, holy crap, you hit it because
Yeah.
it sounded like you hit it. But when I went back and reviewed the footage, I didn't see the paper hit the lens.
Huh.
So
This is why we have instant replay in baseball now.
Yeah.
So
Accurate.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm not a fan of instant replay.
All right,
in
Nate.
baseball.
neither am I. I think you hit it.
I'm up.
Yep.
Thank you. Is
I
this
gotta
a
be kind to
dead-
you at least once.
Nope, never mind. It's just plastic.
Who's your favorite stand-up comedian?
I have no idea.
Jim Gaffigan.
I feel
Okay.
like all stand-up comedians. Well, there's obviously a few that aren't, but are just like raunchy.
Yeah.
Can I say a raunchy comedian?
Yeah,
Is that legal?
absolutely.
I don't know.
My favorite bit that I've seen like recently, I don't know the guy's name, but it's about how he accidentally joined the Russian mob.
Oh, I've
Yes.
seen that,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
That's,
I
it's
laugh so
hysterical.
hard every time.
Who is that?
I am the
guy?
machine.
I am the machine. That is a good.
love
bit.
that.
Yeah. Don't go watch that. It's horrible.
He has a
but it's really
so
funny.
He has a podcast with another guy called Two Bears One Cave. I think it's called.
I don't think I'm going to listen to that, but it's awesome that you know it. Of course you would know it, too.
I know, right?
The whole time
wealth
on
of
that
random useless
on that
information.
sketch or whatever, the whole time I'm watching it. Every time I watch it, I'm like, why is he not wearing a shirt? Like the whole why does he not have a shirt on?
But that's kind of the best part, though. Also,
Like you have no idea.
It's part of his.
So, and
part
I
of his
made
character.
Gretchen watch it, and she was like, "Why doesn't he have a shirt?" Like as soon as it
Why
started,
does he-
she's like, "Why doesn't he have a shirt on?" I was like, "I don't know. I
You're
can't
like,
figure it out."
That's the point. Oh my gosh.
That's the puzzle.
That's the puzzle.
Why is it called
Why is
puzzles?
it called puzzles?
there was a
That's the puzzle.
there was a kid in our high school that was like, it felt like he was getting a fight every week, but for whatever reason, when he did fight, he always like took his shirt off. and so like,
That's why he fought.
right, there was like, but like there was like nothing to really be proud of, you know. He was just a normal body, but like it would like something would pop off and he'd be like shirt off, like let's go. We're like, okay.
My
like,
brother
settle
has a friend
down.
like that who has apparently he's like went and stayed at his friend's house a few times, and every time he goes, his little brother, they take their shirts off when they wrestle, and so whenever he gets to his friend's house, the little brother will like run up and be like, rip his shirt up and be like, let's wrestle. Like he pulls the shirt off and then it's time.
That's weird.
I love it. He's just trying to get back to the good old days, you know. Greco-Roman.
I was gonna say, what were the good old days? Like,
yeah.
two guys come in a room and
Naked
take off their
wrestling.
shirts.
Yeah, I was like when they were wrestling naked.
Yep.
Is that the good old days?
That is
Hey,
the
Olympics were
realist, the OGs.
they
know?
were realists because they were naked. They're like, I'm at peace with my body.
Or they just didn't have pants.
Hold on, what was the question?
I have a
What
lot of
was the question
self-awareness, or
that got
none
us
at all.
going down this? Oh yeah, the stand-up
The
comedian.
stand-up
Okay.
comedian.
Oh yeah, the machine. Yeah. For me right now, I don't know. I listen to a podcast every now and then,
Of course.
and it's raunchy.
Oh, you show? Is that the one you showed me?
Yeah.
It was funny though.
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
is pretty funny. But I
It
would
wasn't
say
too raunchy, really.
no, it wasn't too bad. But it's a guy from Mad TV and then another stand-up comedian. But they both do stand-up. Bobby Lee and Andrew Santano, I think. But I would just pick them, I guess.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one.
Well, because I feel like now is like one of the best times to discover new comedians. I feel like because of like Facebook and all those other things where it's like short little clips of people stand up.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so you're like constantly seeing new comedians because they'll release like a 1-minute clip of part of their stand up routine. You know,
Yeah.
but
True. What's that podcast called again?
Bad Friends.
Bad Friends. That's right.
Bad Friends.
I was gonna say Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
Bad
I-
Friends does not
like
compare.
I used to listen to Dane Cook all the time.
Oh,
So.
Dane
yeah,
Cook,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I listen to
I
Dan
don't
Cook
listen to
too.
tons.
But Jim Gaffigan's one of my favorites because he's just
Yeah.
like he's just a dad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I feel
it
like
is
he
true.
like
It's funny.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
I had a preaching professor who told the whole class, he was like, one thing that you guys all need to do, not because you need to become stand-up comedians, because that's obviously not your job as a preacher, but like go watch stand-up comedy, because those people are masters at constructing stories in an interesting way.
Yeah,
and
delivery.
like just watch their timing, watch their breaths. And then he was like, go home, watch Jimmy Fallon. Like he's like go watch those storytellers. And I actually learned a lot telling stories just from stand-up comedy, the way that like you bring somebody to a point, but it's not like you tell them where you're going to go, but then you take a different path to it, and they didn't expect to get there like that.
Yeah.
That's a good technique. And then yeah,
that was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Cameron's like, I'm gonna go watch stand-up comedians now.
I am. I had something to say, but then I forgot because I just got like tranced.
So you're like, wow, that's good.
They're also really good at like playing to the audience too, which is
Yeah,
part of
like, you have to read
knowing
the audience,
knowing your
yeah.
audience, knowing your crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's gonna bother me.
What will?
Sorry.
I didn't mean to point. I didn't mean to point at you. I was really pointing at the bowl, but I had something to say and I don't remember what it was.
You gonna throw that, Nate? You're just
But it
gonna
was
let it sit on the
good.
table.
What were we talking about? Comedy. Oh, got it. Boom.
That was an airball.
That
of
was,
ours.
in fact, the worst
crumble.
one we've seen.
It floated.
It had what do you call it? It had too much drag.
Yeah.
I didn't crumble enough, and
I think it was all drag.
It was
I
all
think there
drag,
was
yeah.
no momentum.
no thrust.
Yeah, I think it would have hit it if it didn't.
Yeah, you can tell them. From yeah, I thought so too, Cameron.
Dude, you were spot on. It was
But,
just, you know.
yeah, we'll have Adam check the freeze frame, make sure.
Yeah, that was rim.
was rim.
Yeah, rim.
Rim. What I was going to say was the only
I
time
remembered it.
that I listened, like really listened to stand-up comedy is like the group of guys I'd go to like metal shows with, like Brent and he, you know, his buddy Shane Todd and stuff. When we were coming back from a metal show, like we didn't want music that was like, because our ears were already ringing, and like we had already been like just like
Oh yeah.
thrashing, like we're just like, okay, we just need like something simple.
Need
And so
somebody
we
to
would
talk
just
to,
do
listen
like
to
a
comedy.
podcast, or usually it was like stand-up comedy that was just like, it's just somebody talking and we can laugh every now and then and like just relax. But
It's
that was like
crazy.
the only time.
It's crazy to think about, because like back, I guess when I was in middle school, like one of my friends got the Dane Cook CD, and like that was so. It's weird to think about that now, because it's like, oh, you go on Netflix and you watch a comedian.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, no, we had them on audio and we listened to them in our car.
Yep. Oh yeah, I remember Bo Burnham.
Oh yeah.
Because if you didn't
I
see
remember
them
getting
live,
Bo Burnham's CD.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just weird.
My friend in college, my roommate had a bunch of, and this was before, he had a bunch of Bill Cosby records.
Oh yeah,
That was before all the allegations and stuff came out against.
This was before.
This is before all that.
Yeah.
But he had a bunch of Bill Cosby records, and we'd play the records.
yeah. My friend
on the
Scott had one of
record
those too.
player.
I used to listen to quite a bit.
That's funny. What is something you are currently obsessed with? That's a good question.
Obsessed.
What is something you are currently obsessed with?
Napping.
That's a good one.
I don't get to do it ever. But I really want to.
I think about it all the time.
Like, I would love a nap right now.
My whole thoughts are completely ingrained in napping.
Something I'm obsessed with.
Right now, specifically right
now.
now.
Yeah, right now.
Thinking of that question you couldn't think of.
Me?
Yes, you.
No, I said
He
it.
was looking at you.
I remembered. I was zoned out. I was
I know.
focused.
Yeah, it's all good. It was just funny. It was a good moment.
No, I remembered it. It was the.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
the
what you were going to
remembered
say?
the question.
Yes,
Oh,
the
man.
metal show
I felt like
comedy.
it should have been something life-changing with as much as it bothered you.
No, it just bothers me.
Oh, okay.
You're telling me you're not bothered by like
When you forget something,
you forget something. You're like you have something like no matter what it is, you're about to say something, but somebody like cuts you off or interrupts you. Or not saying that you
It's on the
did,
tip of your tongue.
but it's there, and then you're like, oh, you know, it's gone.
at the forefront. of your
That
mind.
bothers me. It happens a lot, but it bothers me.
Yeah. It happens a lot to me as well.
Hmm.
I don't know that I'm really obsessed with anything right now.
I don't either. I'm trying to
geocaching.
think.
Yeah, I like going out and geocaching right now. I missed yesterday, though, so it ruined my streak.
What was it?
I was at 7 days in a row.
Like in Carlinville?
No, we
No.
did all of Carlinville in one day.
Yeah.
That was a mistake because then the next day I'm like, dang it, now we got to drive somewhere else to do
Should have
this.
went to like. Should have done one.
Yep.
Like one in each town. No, we
How
messed
does that work?
up.
Is it like an app?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can app on your phone or you can get a handheld GPS and then use the computer and download all the geocaches on your GPS. And then you just go out and try. You want to go do it this afternoon? I mean, after the window's put in?
Sure.
I'll take you to go do it.
Yeah.
I didn't get one today anyway.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam's down. So I go up to Otter Lake. There's 2 up there I haven't got yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally.
That's like 8 miles, 9 miles out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I went and did one at Otter Lake the other night, and it was dark. It was a little scary
Yeah.
because I've never been to Otter Lake,
Oh yeah.
and it was like this gravel country road over by the spillway at Otter Lake.
Mhm.
Like
You're
just
I'm gonna
driving.
go into this lake.
Yeah. Like Hayden's holding the GPS, and he's like 100 feet. 50 feet, 20 feet. You just passed it. 20 feet, 50 feet. I'm like, well, I can't slam on the brakes. It's a gravel road.
You're like, I get it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I
Jeez.
backed up to it, and then it's super dark, and there's no street lights or anything there. And my GPS was like, oh, it's 18 feet that way. And I'm standing there looking at it, and I'm standing on the gravel road, and it's a hill, like straight up, and it's like 20 feet up in the air. And I'm like, Hayden, find a way to get up that hill. I'll stand here and tell you how close you are. We found it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I tried to climb the hill and I slipped and fell, and my phone fell out and I slid back down the hill, and I was like, shouldn't be doing this in the dark.
Now, is it like you bring, because you, in my mind, when I've heard about it, like you have something, you find something there and then you swap it out? Is that?
Well, yeah, you can.
You can. It also depends on the size.
Okay.
You know, most of the ones here in Carlinville are small, and there's nothing to swap. So it's just a log. You sign it, say you found it.
Gotcha.
You log it on the website or the app saying you found it, so it keeps track for you, and then you go to the next one.
Gotcha.
But some of them get pretty big. You know, ammo can size. We've only found one ammo can in the area, but most, like if they have stuff in there, they're like a sandwich Tupperware container, like that size.
Yeah.
And then like the swapping stuff, it's not generally cool stuff, but it's like little trinkets and
Mostly
whatnot.
for kids.
Yeah, mostly
Yeah.
for kids.
It's like little toys.
So
Gotcha.
That's
but
cool.
it's a lot of fun, and it's low cost. It gets you out of the house, takes you to areas
Yeah.
that you've probably never seen or thought to go to.
And it's free, low cost entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Other
it
than gas.
can be completely free if you do the
Sure.
free version of the app. Then you just can't see all the geocaches. You can only look at ones that are less than 2 difficulty.
Gotcha.
But it is. It's a lot of fun. It's especially fun for families.
Yeah, you got me hooked on it.
That's cool.
AJ might be a little young for it just because
Yeah.
she wouldn't understand. But
Right.
you know, as she gets older, like my 3 older kids would love it.
Really?
You know, they every day they're like, "Can we go geocaching?"
Keeps you moving, keeps you traveling though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. What's that? The rocks trend or whatever that happened.
Yeah.
A while back.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's like more direction. To
I mean,
it.
it's
Oh.
like
that was like if you just
say
randomly stumble upon it.
Yeah.
It's similar to like a Pokemon Go, like things like that, where it's ways to get you out of the house, ways to. But these are things that people have specifically hidden, and then and there's more to it. You know, there's like in our town, like in Carlinville, there's a lot of micro ones, just are small. But then there's one that's a puzzle cache, and so you have to walk around and get, do things to figure out where the actual cache is. Or there's multi caches.
Yeah, that one made me feel really uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, because the like final stage was at like somebody's house,
It was literally under someone's porch.
Oh,
Yeah.
and like you're like searching through their porch, and they're home.
Yeah.
You're
that's
like,
pretty funny.
Yeah. But it said homeowner has given permission. So like they know it's there.
Yeah.
And
they said you can come from dusk till dawn, but I think they meant dawn to dusk.
Yeah.
Which is like, why would they be okay with you coming in the middle of the night? But
3 a.m. perfect time. 4 in the afternoon.
Maybe they work nights or something.
We'll
No.
be sleeping,
I don't know.
So
But we
know
definitely
you're there.
went at like 6 at night, so
Yeah.
it wasn't dusk yet. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I guess you can say I'm currently obsessed with that.
That's cool.
For me right now, it's like old technology. That's kind of what I'm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cameras. And then I really want to use them. So I want to learn how to develop film and things of that nature. I want to actually film something on 8mm
Oh yeah, that'd be a cool project.
film. but then I also like I got an Apple IIc from my dad that somebody had donated or whatever, and like
What's an Apple IIc, Adam?
it's an old Apple computer. But so I'm trying to get floppy disks for that so I can play like old text-based games and stuff because I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
But now I want to collect computers, like get an old Commodore and
No,
old Intels.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's cool.
If I had to pick something I'm obsessed with, it's gonna be my new air fryer.
Nice.
Speaking of air
It's
fryer,
pretty
What
awesome.
have you fried so far in your air fryer?
French fries, chicken nuggets, chicken wings,
Uncrustables.
okay,
Uncrustables.
no, to kick it back to the first episode, I watched somebody today air fry an Uncrustable and said it was delicious.
I would do that.
So just
That
saying,
sounds awesome.
we
I
probably
have
need to
heard
try
that.
that.
I wouldn't want to try it.
We also did a rotisserie chicken.
Oh,
Our
yeah?
air fryer
Yeah,
has
that
like
sounds-
a rotating.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty legit. I'm excited. It has a dehydrator too, so I'm gonna dehydrate some.
make some
Make some
Ooh,
jerky.
nice. Good
Yeah.
choice.
And it's got like 3 or 4 racks I can do.
Does it have like a little drawer so you can put wood chips and smoke stuff in it too?
No,
That
but that'd
would
be
be
sick.
sick.
I have an air fryer, but it's like it's big enough to air fry a turkey,
Yeah.
which is why we bought it. But it's so big that we never use it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like if you're
Yeah.
getting that out, it's too much
It's a
work.
lot,
It takes up too
yeah.
much space. We never use it. But it has a little drawer in there so you can put wood chips, and so as you're air frying, you can like smoke stuff.
it too.
And I smoked a ham in that a few years ago, and it was awesome.
Huh.
So the other day, I smoked a ham in my smoker. I thought, oh, I've done this before. This is awesome. It was horrible. So
Really?
bad. Yeah, I didn't like it. The kids thought it was great, but
They thought it was great.
there's just no flavor. It's rather bland.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Which is probably why the kids liked it.
Sure.
It just tasted like ham.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want
But
this
you
to
were like,
taste like smoked ham.
I had so much higher expectations.
Yeah, the air fryer smoked it better than the smoker did. That's
Wow.
all I'm saying.
What are you obsessed with, Nate?
I've been obsessed with like mountain biking for the last 8-12 months or so.
Yes.
Become a non-certified bike mechanic.
That's awesome.
You fix so many things on those bikes because they just break a lot
Yeah.
when you're mountain biking, or you
Well,
kind
yeah,
of beat on
you're-
them. I'm kind of hard on
You're
bikes
rough on them too. Yeah.
I'm kind of hard on them.
My street bike breaks a lot, and I'm not hard on it.
And I'm easy on it. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, my street bike, I ride a 1986 Trek 400. Like it's
Nice.
old, it's vintage, and
Yeah,
I
makes
love
it
it
better,
because
yeah.
it's old and vintage.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I live in a 120-year-old house, and but it breaks all the time.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's. I've also been I've also been obsessed with reading the prophets in the Bible for the last like however many months. Because I started read the whole Bible. I was trying to do it in a month, and I didn't get there obviously.
Read the whole Bible in a month?
Read the whole Bible in a month.
Wow.
And I was actually listening to most of it. I wasn't reading most of it, but I think I got it in like 2.5, 3 months ish. But I don't know. I kind of got to the prophets and I kind of just like stuck there. I stayed there, And I read the New Testament and stuff too. But then I kind of like the whole summer just been reading through the prophets over and over again, and it's kind of been a weird obsession. Not that
love
weird.
that, though,
It's more
yeah.
just like unfamiliarity, and so I
Yeah.
so
Wanted to
not that
know it.
weird, but
That's cool. All right, here we go.
hit it.
Ram.
I tried to be.
Let's
go. I tried to be finessey, and it just didn't work.
Try harder next time.
I will. I like this seat though.
Rim.
This is a nice seat.
I feel like sitting over here, I have to lean back like out of Adam's way.
That's what I'm like.
I mean,
Yeah.
Try to keep it perfect.
No, you're
that's
pretty.
perfectly
You're
fine.
good.
I know, it's fine. I should
You're
look at the
good.
camera more. Sorry, people.
John, if you don't get a
Probably.
Gabby question, she's gonna be really mad.
Why? Why do I have to get a Gabby question?
There's like 8 questions in here, and we haven't picked one yet.
Oh, okay.
She was
I thought
like,
it was like
need
specifically
to
me.
pick
I
a
was like,
Gabby
what should I
question.
do?
I love it.
When is the last time you vomited and why?
Oh gosh.
I don't even want to think
It's
about
been
it.
a long time.
I feel like it's probably more recent than
I know mine.
Hot ones?
Tell it.
I know. Rim.
Rim.
Over quarantine, we did. So I went live twice a week. One week was like, usually I had an adult from our volunteers hop on and just talk with them, and chat with them, and so kids could ask questions and whatever. And then the other day was on Thursdays, and we called them Thriller Thursdays. And so I would do like cool, exciting things, like eat the world's hottest nuts and stuff, And so there was it's called the Death Nut Challenge 2.0. And there was like 5 levels, and the last level ended with 13 million Scovilles, and it was just like literally capsaicin crystals. Like it was just this like 3 nuts covered in just the crystals of it. And I got to that, and it was already to the point where like it was hot and it was already kind of gross. Like it was just like it didn't taste good. It was just like this pure like crystal extract stuff, and it was gross. And so I remember eating those, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up, but I didn't tell anybody. Obviously, I'm live. I'm not telling them I'm gonna throw up, but I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. I know I'm gonna throw up. So like I'm like stood up, and I'm like walking, like keeping it together, but like I'm like power walking to my bathroom, but like also signing off. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna recover. It's gonna be awesome. Thanks for joining. Blah 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 blah. Like keeping it close to my face so they didn't know that I was moving or going somewhere. Got to the bathroom, literally like hit end, and like I couldn't even get my headphones out. I was just like and threw everything up, and then I was like, yeah, I feel so much better.
That is obscene.
Yeah. But that's most of my throw up stories anyway, so
yeah.
If I told you anything else, it'd probably be very similar to that. So
that's fair.
I feel like I have one that was more recent than this, but the first one that I can think of was a few months ago. Like the Red Cross kept calling me, and they're like, "Hey, we need donations of plasma."
Donation.
Oh,
and I give blood regularly, and
you get paid for plasma though, don't you?
if you go to like one of those like plasma banks, but the Red Cross doesn't pay you.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, I'll come in, I'll donate
Cheapskates.
Plasma, and
I'm just kidding.
so I made an appointment, and I go in, and I guess I didn't realize like when you donate plasma, like you get an IV in each arm, and they take out your blood, they separate the plasma out, and then they put your blood back, which is really weird. But when they do it, they inject anticoagulants into your body or whatever. So I got an IV out of each arm, and I'm just kind of sitting there, and they start pulling the blood out, and I'm fine because I donate blood.
I'm gonna throw up now.
But so it takes like 3 hours to donate plasma. So I'm like a little over an hour into it, and they start putting the blood back. But first they inject the anticoagulants in, and so they do that, and like immediately, like I'm really hot, like I'm starting to sweat, like I could feel my stomach starting to get upset. I'm like, I don't even know I've never done this before. I've never donated plasma. I don't know what's happening. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fight this off. It'll be fine. And then it got to the point, it's like, okay, I can't fight this anymore. And I like told the lady, like, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Bucket.
And she's like, oh really? I'm like yeah. And like, she's walking all slow. As soon as that trash can got up near my chest, everything was gone.
Wow.
And she's like, so we're going to go ahead and stop this now. I appreciate that, because I don't know that I can stand up right now. And
Yeah. I'm not about that. I tried giving blood once, and there was like a blood drive at our school, and my best friend Brady, he gives blood any chance he can. Like, out of high school, I think he gave like, I don't know, he got a certificate. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. Like he got an award on like our it was like a graduation day or whatever, or whatever it is, like when they're handing out awards for like you did so great on the ACT. Like Brady got one for giving like I think it was like 2 gallons or 1.5 gallons or something like that of blood. But he convinced me to do it once. Worst decision ever. I think I started, and then next thing I know, and I'm like a freshman. Next thing you know, I'm like about to get sick, but I got out of class. That's really why I did it. I was about to get sick, so then they like tilted me up, up this way, put like a wet rag on my head, and now all these upperclassmen I'm playing football with are walking through, and they're like, oh, I'm like, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, it's still like that as an adult too. If you're gonna get sick, they parade you around and show everybody. It's awesome.
I won't ever do it again. Nope, I don't like needles.
That's not true at all.
Nah. I try to do it pretty regularly. Give blood.
Get sick? Oh,
I try to throw up pretty regularly.
Last time I threw up would have been in college.
Jeez, that sounds nice.
Because I would have
since '93.
I would have had food poisoning, and then before that it had been like 12 years.
Yep.
But I got food poisoning. So
That's a long time.
Food poisoning sucks.
Yes, it does.
Puking is like literally my least favorite thing.
Really?
Food poisoning is the worst because it's like vomiting from both ends, and so you just don't know like what to do.
Also, you just feel like you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
Like you're poisoned or something.
Yeah. I think throwing up isn't that bad, really. But like, you just feel it when you have like food poisoning or something. You just feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah, for me it's like this. I mean, it's like projectile. Like I'm Exorcist. Like
I think you enjoy it.
Some kind of. Right?
Oh my gosh, that's good.
It's like I think I could throw up probably 4.5 feet.
Cameron's got
easy.
some puke stories.
He's got distance records for his vomit.
I mean,
Seriously,
there's documentation of him puking on a squirrel.
yeah, there's a lot.
A dead squirrel. It was in the middle
It was
of
a
the
dead
road.
squirrel. It wasn't alive.
And then when he would wrestle, go to the buffet and then puke in the alley.
That was only one time. It was only one time. It was a half day. All
only
my
one
friends wanted Chinese buffet. I still had to make weight. I had
You don't
to wrestle.
go to the buffet until after you make weight.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's good.
Did you say
it's
when you
bad.
got sick last?
No, I think the last time I vomited was at in college at football camp. Like one day I just
Ooh.
we were just running a ton and I
Hot
just
and running.
ran over, threw up, and then kept going. So
going.
yeah,
What a man.
yeah,
I've gotten pretty close to vomiting while running recently, but
really.
not enough. Did you already throw yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he hit rim.
Is this a Gabby one?
I
Like
don't
if
know.
it's not, can I put it back and get a Gabby one?
No.
It's not.
It'll say Dash Gabby.
No, it's
not.
fine. You can just go for it.
I don't want that one.
Okay.
Dude, put it back. Put it back. Put it back.
Put it back.
Okay, hold on.
Do
There's-
it.
Is it folded up awkwardly? Where are yours at, Gabby?
There's a big thick one in here somewhere.
There's a big thick one right there.
Here you go.
Oh,
Here we go.
Hold on.
Here,
You gotta pull it.
oh yeah, it's got to be
out.
natural. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Edit all this out. Wonder what this one says.
Oh, and it's a paragraph.
It is. At least it's in sentence form.
It better be.
This is from Gabby. What's one thing?
This is from Gabby England.
What's one thing that you have never seen that if the world found out you'd be shamed? Like the thing that once
Wait, should we pretend that you
people
pulled it out and get
know
excited?
you've never seen
No?
it, you can't get over it. They can't get over it. One thing you've never seen that if the world found out you'd be shamed. So now you got to tell your secrets. Okay. So
Can
I've
I
never,
read that?
Yeah, can I read
Yeah,
that?
I've
one,
never
one thing
seen.
you've never seen. Basically,
'Cause
like one
what
thing
you
that's
just
super
said
popular
was
that you've
it
never
looked-
seen that you would be shamed for.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I've never seen the Indiana Jones movies.
Oh. Thing.
Yikes. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That came out in Life Group once, and everybody was like, "I can't believe you." So then I tried
so
to
I haven't
watch
seen
them,
Lord
and
of
they
the
were
Rings,
bad.
so
I haven't
Life
seen
Group?
Lord of the
Like
Rings.
Life Group here or Life Group somewhere else?
No, it was somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Man, I don't know what that would be.
Something I
You've seen
haven't seen.
everything.
It could be
I mean-
anything.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a show or a movie.
I haven't seen
or-
Frozen or Moana or
Never seen Moana.
Moana.
You're gonna fit
I haven't seen
well.
any of, like, the
fit in
Disney-
well in Pennsylvania.
Frozen.
You guys see
Moana. Princess and the Frog.
I love that.
The Frog.
The frog.
The Frog. I haven't seen
Oh,
any new Disney
something I
movies.
haven't seen.
Like, so I had never seen the ocean until I was like 19. Like I felt like that was an
I mean,
embarrassing.
that's kind of crazy, yeah.
because I had never left this area. You know, I've been in O'Fallon, or like I've been in the St. Louis area, and then I traveled to Arkansas once and Nebraska once,
Yeah.
and that was like my whole life.
Yep.
I had never been outside that area, so. But now I've seen the ocean, so.
Trying to think of something cool, but shameful.
Yeah. Have you seen the Northern Lights?
No.
How dare you?
Oh,
Dang
man.
it.
Man, shame on you.
One day.
Have you seen a Yeti?
Yes.
Okay, good. I haven't, so I'm ashamed.
Well,
of
not
that.
a Yeti, but I've seen Bigfoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're back to that again. We have reoccurring subjects.
we can talk. We can talk Bigfoot theory.
I've seen it. I have. Yep. Good times.
I've seen the swamp ape.
I saw a preview the other day for like a documentary. It might have been a podcast on like a Bigfoot attack.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember where I saw it so I could tell you because you'll go watch it.
Yeah, I probably won't.
You watch everything. You've seen everything on the internet.
don't care.
You've seen a documentary on vultures.
I've heard.
You've listened to a podcast on vultures.
Hey.
Vultures.
I mean, I don't know why, but it's interesting. You know, I like random stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. You know, Vice does like a bunch of like YouTube documentaries. I'm all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Just random like, you know, cannibals out in Africa. Like I've watched stuff like that. Like it's crazy. Like cannibal dictators, and I'm like, this guy's rim.
For sure.
Rim.
You know, it's fun stuff. You know, documentary about a guy that only eats mac and cheese. Out of the same
what entices you to watch it? Okay, but the thing is, like, okay, so the tagline of the documentary tells you everything you need to know about it. Like, oh, there's a guy who only eats mac and cheese.
That's not true.
Yep,
you don't know why,
but you gotta know how.
Because
you
right,
know why.
you know, yeah, and really, it came down to trauma. Like the man had a crappy home life, and that was like his security. You know, like that's what he went to his grandma's, and he had mac and cheese, that brand, and so that's just what he ate. That's what he always ate. There's some depth to there, and you would have never figured that out if you just read the title and kept going.
I don't care to know that.
What?
So
that's like.
Should
humans.
I be ashamed of that?
A little.
Okay.
I honestly really don't know what my answer would be.
A little.
I just looked up the best movies of all time and the best shows of all time, and I've seen most of them. So
yeah. So I have to admit something here. We've been doing a lot of talking about Sixth Sense on this podcast.
No way.
No freaking way.
I have never seen Sixth Sense before.
I don't think I've seen
I just know the twist.
No.
Yeah, and I know everything about it.
Now.
You know the twist.
Do you know?
I do know the twist.
I know the spoiler.
I don't want to say that.
Say it.
Should we say that?
Yeah, sure.
I'd
like to know if you know.
I vote
Yeah.
no.
I don't know
No
that you
spoilers.
actually know.
I almost said Will Smith. Not Will Smith.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, don't give him the name. He may not know.
No, it's Bruce Willis.
Adam,
Bruce
you can
Willis
bleep
was
this out
dead
in
the whole
post.
time.
Okay, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know it.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Never seen it.
Because some people think they know things and then it's not the correct, or they only know part of the.
That's like watching.
I'm
the
not
book,
one of those guys.
Watching the book of Eli and being like, "Oh yeah, I knew he was blind the whole time."
Right.
like we just.
You're gonna have to put like
Last
spoiler alerts and
I would love to watch the
ruined it
movie
last
though.
week.
just
but-
bleep everything.
Yeah.
I would love to watch.
Yeah,
it.
I really don't know. I mean, if anything, it'd be something newer. I mean, like I hadn't
like Moana.
Like I hadn't watched.
Like Moana.
I hadn't watched Lost
like Rick
until this year, like a year ago. Which for me that would be weird. Like I feel like
I only watched
I've
it
seen
till they got off the island, and then I didn't like it after that.
Which show? Sorry.
Lost.
Oh yeah. Lost.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched
bad
Orange Is
ending.
the New Black, like some of those bigger like Netflix shows.
I thought the question would have been like something you have watched. I thought that's what you were saying. Something you have watched that you're ashamed of.
I assumed it wasn't talking about something you've like media.
Because I'd be like,
I mean, it could be anything.
Bachelorette.
I didn't have any.
I think
all the
I would
seasons.
assume, knowing Gabby, that it was media.
Media.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or it could, I guess it could be a game too. Is there a game that you haven't played?
Well, it said have seen, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen a salmon swim upriver.
I haven't either, but it is a dream of mine.
That's super common.
I think I have.
I'm pretty ashamed of that. If I'm honest.
I am as
You
well.
should be. Yeah, rightfully so.
I haven't witnessed the salmon run in person anywhere from anywhere that it takes place.
I guess if anything for me, it'd probably be something older that, like, as a movie, like person, you would assume I've seen, but I haven't.
Yeah, there's always like those.
But
weird
I can't like
films.
think of, like, I mean, I have a poster in my office that's the 100 greatest movies of all time, which some of them I'm like, why are you even on there? But I mean, I have a lot of them that are not scratched off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I can't think of any right now.
Sure.
Adam will come back to you with a list next week. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this.
All right. Well, that was the last question.
Woo.
So,
Who?
Nice.
We're signing off.
Signing off.
Yep, we're signing off.
Well, thanks, Nate, for joining us.
Yeah.
We're excited that you're starting a new path, journey, whatever in your life.
New
But we're also
chapter.
sad that you're leaving.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are.
But glad you could be on the show.
Bring back lots
Thanks.
of stories from Beaver Falls.
Can do.
And if you don't bring it back any Pennsylvania native things, like coffee or something.
Like Glühwein.
What is that?
He made that up.
I did not make
He
that
made
up.
that up.
what
It's
is
from
it?
an authentic Pennsylvania Dutch Christmas.
Oh.
Oh, is that from The Office?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
Hog
yeah.
Mall.
Yeah, Hog Mall.
Hog Mall. Yeah.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh
now.
boy. Okay.
That took me a
This
second.
has gone
Thanks for
off the
watching.
rails. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions or anything, post them in the comments,
Please.
and we will put them in the bowl. Because
Yep.
we're not running out. I keep lying
No,
about that, but we do.
There's a
We
lot
do
of
There's still a
want
couple
more.
in there.
We want more personal questions from
Yeah.
people, not just random ones that I
Yeah.
found on Google.
Yeah,
Nope.
So,
for sure.
all right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come on. Get with it.
Ting.
Why do you hold your cup like that?
Good question.
Because
That's
the
weird.
rim. You know, we don't
To
want to
feel the
swap
temperature of what's in
saliva.
it.
I like to feel my hand seethe with pain when I have hot coffee.